Well, another day, another podcast, another work week ending. Well, how do you think the week went? Went by fast, honestly.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick, dude. With schools, it just, you know, 0 to 100. But it's our end of the week. I actually look forward to Saturdays. It's kind of like a recap almost.
Right? Yeah, of the week.
Yeah, it's kind of like just us shooting the shit. And then we do the Frontier Boys right after, which my buddy did say, so it should be just a regular stacked show. So y'all should pull up Saturdays on at 7. We do some spaces. Follow me, Mr. Paranormal 39, or
PhlatToppp.
yeah, either of us will be at the space.
We'll have some guests today.
I'm not sure. We'll see if someone pulls up. I know Dr. Ugaverse is going to be back.
Oh, okay.
So
See what he's been up to.
see what he's been up to. He said he's going to try to get some Casino Boys over
Okay.
there. So that would be really cool. They're doing something really cool, but we'll save that for that. What's up with you, Samuel? How's the progress of the book?
Shoot, right now I'm just it's still well, it's kind of been like you know how it's the end of the month, so that I kind of got to be paying bills and everything
Yeah, but you decided,
to try to get the LLC instead of scanning the book.
yeah, which makes sense because that actually takes a lot longer. So by the
Yeah.
time he knocks that out, I
Yeah.
figure you're probably just gonna chill and like scan the book in until the paperwork comes in, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because have you ever bought do you have a personal scanner or have you ever bought one?
Yeah, I bought one. I have a couple funny stories with one. One I found like in a trash trailer once.
Dang.
Like it was in. I was emptying out the trash trailer for the company, and the printer was just sitting on the very top of the pile. So like they had just thrown it out, and it
Dang.
looked brand new.
Dang.
So I went and just scooped it up and took it home, and
Dang.
it worked.
Dang.
I was like, this dude must have like got pissed off because it wasn't working with him. You know how people get like that. Caught me a free printer.
Oh,
but,
okay. And it was a printer and a scanner.
yeah,
Oh,
but they're
okay.
like 50, 60 bucks at
Yeah,
Walmart.
that's
you
what
know?
my mom was telling me. So I do want to get one over there. And I could just connect it to my computer.
Yeah, for sure. And then like honestly, you'll be like, damn, you know, slowly you're building up your whole office if you think about it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I remember how I was telling you I want to like make a nice setup in my room. Instead of it being a regular room, I want it to be kind of like I guess like an office space, an area to do my like computer stuff, to start streaming, and just to be able to work on my art stuff. And that's another thing. I'm gonna order some furniture for my room to get the nice setup, the spot looking nice, and the stream like, I guess, streamer world like, instead of a regular bedroom. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna well, we just got paid, and rent's coming up, so I'm gonna have to pay rent and all that fun stuff. And so
It's the first of the month.
Yep.
Nah, I get it, homie. My mortgages do too. So this time of the month is where you're kind of like strapped for cash, right?
yeah, you gotta.
You're like, ugh.
But I mean, at least we got all our bills paid, bro. You know, we have more than enough food and drinks, and so you know we're blessed. You know, we're not struggling or anything like that. We're able to pay our bills. You know, so. But I really do want it. I want to be able to hit it on stride, bro. Of having the book available and finishing Project 24. You know, and it's gonna come sometime in April. So yeah, y'all guys be looking out for that. And of course, you know, I'll be announcing it and marketing it, and you'll see it in my personal channel when the book will be ready and good to go. But I do hope it all falls in stride together, you know. So we'll see how the month of April goes, man. The book was, I believe, I wrote it in the all of the year of 2022, and I was really originally planning to release it in 23, man. So that was about 3 years ago. So now I'm excited to get it out into the free world and to the audience, and just see what it does. And maybe once I get this one rolling, maybe I'll start working on my second book, you know, and we'll see how that goes. But until then, my big thing is I hope it goes it all comes together in stride to on episode number 24, and I hope it goes together, and then the book will be for sale. And then I just kind of, instead of doing vlog like material, I would just want to focus on how we talked about in the last pod on thumbnails and titles type videos, you know, instead of vlog like videos.
Yeah.
And I'll just try to be doing that, They're just trying to market and sell the book, and we'll see how the rest of 2026 goes. It's about to be the end of the quarter, bro. You know, April 1st is about to begin, the beginning of the second quarter of 2026. So, and I think it's been a great year. So, but we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, April 1st, Super Mario World comes out.
Oh, really?
Super Mario Galaxy, yeah, the movie that Jose was.
Oh, okay. Is that something that you want to go watch?
Yeah, I want to take my son. I'm a big video game fan, dude. So anything video game related, I love. And I'm just looking forward to this movie. It's gonna be dope. The first one was great. Did you ever watch it? Nah.
Like it came out recently, or like a long time ago?
Like 2 years ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
2-3 years ago. But yeah, it's a banger movie.
It's
dude.
like an animated, or
yeah, it's animated by the. Oh, I hate that I don't know this off the top of my head. I want to say DreamWorks.
Oh,
the guys who did.
You know which this movie is great, bro, that I really liked was the Spider-Verse.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's amazing.
I thought those were great movies.
That's
honestly.
the art. That's the art style that I strive to do.
Oh, okay.
It's like very comic book-y,
right?
But yet it's also bright colors, you know, vibrant, but dark. You know,
right?
There's a lot of dark stuff. So I love that art style.
No, I thought that was a great movie. Both there's 1 and 2, right? Is there a third one, or just 1 and 2?
There's 1 and 2, and
maybe a third one. They should. The first 2 were good, bro. Honestly,
the third one's in like purgatory hell because like around the time whenever they were working on the third one, that's when that strike happened, the writer strike. So then like it got put on pause.
Oh, okay.
So which is unfortunate, you know, because I love that Spider-Man as well.
Oh, like writers want to make more from the movies that they're writing for, or
it's when AI was coming out.
Oh,
so there was a writer strike with you know, being replaced by
AI
and stuff like that. So, and more, you know, obviously more
compensation
and stuff like that. Because I've heard some pretty messed up stories in the Hollywood business on how they don't really pay out their creators. So,
like the writers, for example,
not even just the writers, probably like set producers or even like even the actors as well. You know,
people behind the scenes.
Yeah, when a movie does financially well and stuff like that. They don't really have to. They don't get compensated for
like royalties for it, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So you know that's kind of things I'm hoping blockchain kind of solves in the future. You know, we're able to like still get back to, you know, developers, artists, whatever it is. You know, if they're involved in a project.
Do you think like AI does creative scripts, or do you think they're like kind of plain?
I think it could be used as a creative tool. But
they could give you like a base, and then you could go and add your flavor to it, your style.
Oh, for sure. I think it's good for like bouncing ideas off. And, you know, there have been like suggestions that like a bunch of other people are like higher creators are doing it, and they even get like flack for it for like, oh, was our stuff written by AI? You know?
Oh, okay.
Like that's a topic now.
Yeah.
You know, like artists are getting flagged for quote unquote making AI work, but yet. It was theirs. It was made before AI was even out.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
That's what Logan Paul was saying, because, you know, he's a big Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
He said, like, he wanted to show the people how much he loves Pokemon, so he wrote, like, a little letter about everything he knows about Pokemon. And majority of the comments were, like, is this AI? Is this AI? Is this AI? And especially because of, I guess, some of the words that he used. But he promises that he wrote it himself, but that's even what they discussed. Like, it's pretty crazy how everybody wants to think that AI is doing something, you know?
Yeah, AI is the devil, apparently.
But yeah. Well, but big news in Pecos this week was about the issue that the superintendent and the voting of the school board, if they wanted to keep him or not. And
what happened there? Why did he get why did they even bring that about? What is he getting voted on for?
Well, I believe he was having some kind of work meeting, and I don't know if it was male or female that recorded him, but I guess they recorded him discreetly, and he was making fun of the old Pecos mayor, female mayor, and I'm not too sure if she has some kind of disability or something. And well, recently, I believe about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, it was posted on Facebook, and you know, it came to the attention of the public, and well, it came so much to the attention of the public that they took it to the school board, the PBTISD, and they had a vote. I believe they have a meeting every month, like the city council does, but instead of twice, they just do it once. Well, this was the time for the monthly meeting, and that was a big part of the discussion. And he ended up, not being kicked out. He got 4 of the votes, and but it was a lot of drama, man. It was all over the local Facebook. A lot of people were talking about it, and but he's I guess his colleagues fucked with him, right? Because they didn't cast him out. But there was some people that were upset. There was people from the public that are upset. I'm sure there's people that are still upset. The former mayor, I'm sure she was upset. But and a lot of people do what do you call it? Fuck with him. And I don't know. What do you think about the situation?
To be honest, dude, it sounds kind of a. For one, that dude has obviously no loyalty friends.
Right? Yeah, that's
Whoever
true.
leaked that audio,
Mm-hmm.
I would be just like questioning everyone. But I'm pretty sure he has a good idea who did it.
Right.
Because I feel like when you're at that position, you don't minor details don't go past him.
Okay.
For sure, especially when it comes to like something like that. So I'm pretty sure he knows who it is or has an idea. But either way, it's not that person. When you're in that position, dude, you should not be like making jokes like that. Either way,
Right.
because people are watching you and stuff like that, and
You're in a high power of leadership.
yeah, you're in a high power leadership, and like it just like, dude, you're like kind of punching down.
Yeah.
You're better than that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's be real. But
maybe that's kind of his personality, bro. Because I remember the first time I ever heard him speak was when I was watching the city council meetings, and he was talking about the money and the taxes and the budgets, like and to me, he gave me the impression that like he's the reason that the PBTISD makes so much of that money, and I don't know, he just came across wrong to me in that meeting, and but I do hear that he is a good project manager. I mean, look at the schools that are being built, from the bonds that he helped get, But to me, maybe you never know how you're gonna come across, right, to people, right?
yeah, you don't. And first impressions are a hell of
Right?
a thing.
They're
And
a
this is
big
my
thing.
first impression of the
Of
man.
him, yeah. I don't know how long I think he's been here since like 2020. To be honest, I think he's the longest, like in the last probably the last, I would say 26 years, since 2000. He's been here the longest, 6 years.
Yeah.
His current reign, and so he's been in the Pecos community for a while, and well, the school, like the schools are growing and stuff like that, but I don't know if like but they're talking about this uh student absences, like that's been a big problem in the Pecos High School. I don't know about like how good they're doing, how educational wise, like how they rank in the state and stuff. But I don't even know if that's necessarily him, or more of like the teachers, right? Because they're the ones actually spending time with the students.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And like getting us the bonds and all that stuff, I would, thank you for that, but again, power position, you can't be talking a certain way, or you can't be really, just acting like that. I have to check my mic real quick. It seems like my output's a little lower than yours, but my mic is on. But other than that, dude, they voted to keep him in, so I guess
he got his second chance. Honestly,
he got a second chance, and I'm pretty sure that second chance came with a couple of favors, right?
you know what's crazy? I saw. I think it was the like a Mexican or Spanish radio station from Odessa Millen, and they're looking for him, bro. And they wanted to record him do like a live public apology. I don't know if they found him or not, but like this news hit kind of West Texas, and Pecos is kind of in the middle of two things, right? Well, I would say they already passed this thing with the PBTISD, but and now I'm seeing that I believe his name's Randy Graham, one of the city council members, is saying that if he knew that Tommy Gonzalez, the city manager from Midland, if he knew that he would have been fired from his job in El Paso, then they wouldn't have hired him to consult, right? That's what he's under in the contract over here, consulting Pecos. They wouldn't have gotten him for that, but I mean, maybe I don't know, man. I feel like that's something that they should have known, right? Charging if you're paying somebody 10K a month, how are you not gonna do your due diligence to know that how much you're or what is this guy's what do you call it resume looking like?
Not for sure, dude. So they fired him from El Paso?
Yeah, I think he was mishandling the funds in El Paso. I don't know if he was a city manager over there, and I wonder what his background is. Honestly, we need to kind of do more research on his background, right, or how long he's been in the like local politics or local government. And Nino America has been going pretty hard at him. He's been covering it pretty well the last 2 to 3 weeks, and I mean we've covered it in the beginning when we first saw it when Miss Cassie Martin wrote that article about him on the Pecos Enterprise. We've kind of been staying on that story.
We really have, and that's pretty cool though. That we've been covering it from the get go. It's been very interesting to watch.
How it's been developing, right?
Yeah, it's been like, ooh, more stuff.
Right, more stuff to talk about.
Yep. We need to watch that Peach Street
podcast, and that's who if one of the ladies that made I guess you could say a big deal about it. She just came and
I wouldn't say a big deal. She uncovered it.
All right, she uncovered, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, she is a guest on the Peach Street podcast. Another local podcast here in Pecos, and so if you I haven't watched it yet. I don't know what she said or what they talked about. I'm pretty sure they talked about it. And there was kudos to the podcast, right? That was a good way to take advantage of the moment to have her as a guest.
No, that's
honestly,
and that's crazy. That was one of the first guests we discussed getting on, right? I think the very first person we talked about, right? When we talked about getting
Miss Martin.
Yeah.
No, but she didn't. No, they didn't put Miss Martin. They put the girl that I think she's the one that posted that video on Facebook so the public could see it about them. About Mr. Jaco, they posted that girl.
Oh, okay.
Or they interviewed that girl. Yeah.
So maybe she did. She probably did make a big deal.
Yeah,
I thought we were talking about Cassie Martin.
No, and they put that girl is a guest on the Peach Street podcast, and I'm pretty sure they're talking about it. But that's a good. I believe that's like what a good podcaster does, right? They take advantage of the moment of things going on in the area, and they interviewed her, and I think it got like 340 views in 2 days, which is pretty solid for a local stuff.
That is, it's pretty solid, and honestly, even the live streams for the city council meetings, they get roughly like 100.
Oh, really?
Between 100 and 200 views.
Oh,
yeah. So honestly, that's pretty cool,
right?
It's dope that we're seeing, our community especially embrace technology in that way. So now I feel like
it's like they're another news channel in a way, right?
For sure,
or another way to get information too. Mm-hmm.
So because no one really trusts news stations nowadays, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know
for everything that's gone on I would say the last 10 years, for sure, less Americans believe less in big news stations. I don't know about like News West 9. I'm pretty sure they're not trying to. They're not going very like liberally how the Democrats took over the news station. I don't think it affects local news, but it's interesting, and we'll see how it goes. And we'll see how it goes for Tommy Gonzalez, bro, because I'm sure there's pressure on him. This last month since everything's been uncovered on him.
Yeah. And that's the thing about being a politician, dude. You don't want to have something like any skeletons in your closet. Your ops are gonna come out and they're gonna fucking expose it.
Well, they're not even necessarily ops, bro. It's just kind of journalists or journalism and just giving information to the public,
Yeah.
Because if let's say for example, if Tommy was doing a good job and he was like here heavily in the Pecos community and the Kermit community and which I'm pretty sure both communities are doing good, bro. Pecos, Kermit, and Midland. But what always helps these communities is like the oil field funds, and the taxes from all that, and so these communities are going to grow. I think if they have Tommy Gonzalez or not, right? That's what's kind of been saving his ass, I think. But
and you could probably say the same for the superintendent.
Yeah, right, for sure, exactly. That was my argument, But I was told that past superintendents have tried to get those bonds. But I was in my opinion, right? Superintendent should that any superintendent could have done that in my opinion. And you know what? I wonder if it's kind of right because the superintendent has to work with the school board. I would say right, or the school board and him have to communicate. And I wonder how their relationship's going to be now after they just had this little mishaps. You know, and because communication is key, bro, and they need to be communicating. You know. And so we'll see it because there's three. Hey, Sam was going hard for him to get kicked out, bro. He was going hard. Shout out to Sam Anchondo, you know, and but
that's hilarious. I completely understand why too. But you know, that's unfortunate. Sam didn't win.
Right. Well, he was going for a precinct 4. I mean, that was tough. I don't know if you noticed, bro. Like, let's say about 4 or 5 months ago, when all the political races started. What do you remember? What was the first signs you started to see? It was those green Duke signs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that guy's a pretty. I mean, he's pretty popular, I guess, in Pecos. He's been a businessman here in Pecos, and he kind of hit the political races early with his signs, and he. I think he's still gonna run against Mr. Trujillo because he didn't win over the 50%. So, but I do believe he's gonna win. Honestly, he's gonna. I believe he's gonna. Mr. Trujillo's dad was actually the commissioner of that area, but I think he passed away. That's why they had the spot opened up. So we'll see what happens, man. But
well, I mean, on the topic of like civil duty and stuff, like I think I could discuss this project I've been working on, just because like you know, I've been getting more involved lately. Not necessarily involved, but I've been watching the city council meetings. I've been trying to like learn some stuff. I even recently spoke with a lawyer that I was telling you about. Finally got back to me. He pretty much told me that my proposal is possible.
Okay.
That I should just get with the city manager first and you know, discuss the technicalities of it.
Do you know the city manager? I don't remember his name. Do you know his name? The one from Pecos?
Yeah.
Maybe if you put it a little closer, you think?
It's like it's because it gets bigger sometimes, but then it like it kind of
sometimes it drops.
Yeah, it drops. I'm not sure why. I'm like, you know, it makes me worried about the audio. You know, because we spent. For those who don't know, I think how many podcasts did we record?
2 or 3, bro, before. But we're just doing it on the phone too, you know.
That's true.
The ones on the laptops have, but we're learning. You know, it's the first. What is this, episode number 4?
Yeah.
Right. Man, who remembers Joe Rogan's first through 4th episode? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's true, dude.
So we're learning, and shout out to like I was telling you earlier. You know, the most viewed full content one is the Space Talk.
Yeah.
Which we got like 24 views. But other than that, I think if you add them all up together and you divide them, I think we're averaging around like 10 to 12 views per full podcast. So shout out to those 10 to 12 viewers. But man, we're learning, we're growing. We're just talking about maybe we're thinking of moving to a video and audio podcast. You know, so that would be a pretty interesting and another learning curve for us. You know.
Oh, for sure, dude. And it's not just that too, but like you said before, like designing our content around the thumbnails and titles. And I'm trying to. I think we have to learn how to adapt that same method into our podcast as well. You know, which we'll figure it out. You know, it's a learning thing. And but I also see I'm already seeing pluses on my personal channel, and I'm sure you have as well. Right, just applying some of those methods. You recently had a video that what's the highest views on it?
I think it got to like and it's still kind of growing on views. I think it got to like 650.
It's gonna keep growing too. Right, so I like if it's still growing, that means I think the YouTube algorithm is feeding it, and it'll show you like on the side like where people find it. It'll show a little stat.
The data.
And sometimes it'll say like in YouTube search, and that's where you're trying to like hit at, you know.
Oh, because there's 4 things that it gives. I don't remember.
I think it's YouTube search, YouTube
recommended.
Yeah, recommended. Like you want to.
That's when you're popping up on the feed.
Yeah,
right?
That's definitely where you want to pop up at. You know, and that's where that thumbnail.
And even my last post, bro. I think my last post is at like 19 views, but it's like every day. Like I think I dropped it on Monday, so like every day it's gotten like 3 or 4 views, 3 or 4 views, 3 or 4 views. You know, so it's not. it's not like a peaking when it releases and then no views. You know, it's getting three here, three here, three here, three here. You know, and I'm kind of liking that. I'm pretty sure like because I'm at 19 subscribers, so I'm pretty much that's pretty much like every subscriber's watching it. Honestly,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, that
But
means you got loyal followers.
right, and
That's cool though.
and my plan is to just grow it and be consistent and make a well how and I still haven't touched upon that book, bro, that YouTube book, but make every I just think it's a little harder with the vlog style because you know a vlog is kind of like the daily life, you know. But that's why I want to after Project 24 I want to transition into the different video types.
I think the vlog style, you just gotta figure out the title, which you could keep the
Numerical,
yeah,
right?
numerical. People love numericals, you know, especially if you like it's like a series
Ah,
or something
oh,
like
okay.
that. Especially if you were to say like this is vlog 1000 something, the people are going to be questioning like, damn, what happened to where's episode one at? You know,
Right? Yeah.
but
And
I think
I'm that kind of a consumer, bro. That's why I wanted to do that. Put that in mind, you know, because when well, like for example, like the Joe Rogan podcast, I always look at like I think he's on like on number 2030. You know,
yeah,
like that's like crazy. You know, like
and I think that's cool too. It's like a monument, you know. And
right.
I applied that same method into my channel. I do like little art clips for my game that I'm releasing, and I've just spread them out. And I'm doing one. It was originally going to be 1 through 500, just digital drawings to get myself better as a digital artist. But then I've decided to reframe that and just realign myself, and so it's all dedicated towards my game. So I'm still going to get the same result, but now it's like a marketing tool for it.
Oh.
And you just follow me along as I do like 500 original digital art pieces for my upcoming game. But
What number are you on?
I just did 33 today.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so I still got some ways,
right?
But I'm already seeing improvement, which is the best part about it.
Hey, man, right, you'll have a big improvement from 33 to number 500, bro.
Oh, for sure, dude, and that's just what I'm here for, to be honest.
To get better at your art.
Yeah, and if I could grow my channel as well as, get people to follow my journey as I embrace this new technology and, just adventure out into our digital entrepreneurship, it's going to be, you could tag along and maybe learn from my mistakes and you won't have to repeat them yourself.
And talking about learning and teaching, bro, tell the people about what you're going to be doing on Tuesday at Soros. Shout out to Soros.
Right. Shout out to Soros. Shout out to my professor, Dr. Sajid Busha. Hey. Sorry if I chopped up your name. But yeah, not just she, but Midnight as well. They've been interested in like connecting with schools and stuff like that. And I'm going to be giving out a workshop on hackathons and why you should join them and how to join them. What skill level do you need to be? Which really you don't need to have any skill level. You can even just show up and be the idea guy. You just have to have a good working product that's well thought out, and by that means just there's so many ways to go out, and then just presenting it, and how to find these and how to participate. So if that's something you're into, I'll definitely record it and be posting it on my channel. But yeah, dude, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm a little nervous.
Have you ever done any public speaking like that?
Last year I had to do some sort of public speaking, like for my senior capstone, but there was like 4 or 5 people. Oh, okay. That's it. I think the largest public speaking I've ever done, like I've done a space talk where there's been like between like 30 to 50 people.
Oh, okay. Man, but it feels different, bro, when the people are in front of you, right?
I 100% agree, dude. So I'm like, ugh. Hopefully a lot of people don't show up. I mean, I want people to show up because I want the school to do well. Right. When I leave, I would like Soros. And I think the computer science department could need a little boost of enthusiasm, and I think this would be a good way to bring that energy. And also just, I think it'd be a fun experience. And it's my last little
hoorah.
Yeah, hoorah, right? For sure before I leave. So, I'll definitely be posting. I'll be keeping you an update. This is it's gonna be a fun journey, dude.
How many years did you spend there at Soros?
Oh, 3 to 4.
Okay, so you spent a solid amount of time over there in Alpine, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I have, dude. And to be honest, it took a little longer than I expected because the first year or two, I kind of just did part time.
Oh, okay.
You know, two or three classes here and there, just trying to get my feet wet. You know, because it had been a while since I've been back to school.
Were those like basic classes you were taking, already, or were they already part of your degree?
They were kind of part of my degree, but also like
did you already have college credits?
Yeah, I had some college credits, but they didn't accept all of them, which was a bummer because I had graduated with associates, but they only took like half of my credits, so I had to like start over in certain areas, which was a bummer. But you know, we're here now.
Right.
That part's
almost
over
done.
with. We're almost done.
And you should walk, bro. That's a great experience. You know, not many of us will ever experience graduating college. You know, I don't know if you're still thinking about it or where you're at with that.
Dude, I don't know, bro. We will see what happens.
The black robes and the black caps, or what color is it over there? So like little black and red, I would say.
Yeah, it's black and red. I think
that's cool, bro.
Yeah, and I'll think about it, dude. I mean, if anything, I'll have to do it for my son.
And that'll be motivating for your family too to see that, bro. Especially your son, you know, get to see his dad graduate college. That's cool, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, not many kids get to see that, so I guess that would be cool for him to
watch.
Usually
more, I think people see their mom graduate from college. You know, I think not a lot of people get to see their dad graduate from college. Honestly,
that's true. Males are less likely to graduate from or even go to school,
right?
But they also are more likely to go start a business and make money that way.
Okay. Hey, bro.
The school was just honestly, bro. The school was just a way for me to like take advantage of like these just benefits of being a student. Like, you know, you're more likely to get looked at if you're quote unquote a student, you know, versus just a regular person applying for some of these programs I've been applying for, you know.
Oh, okay.
So it's worked out in my favor in that aspect. You know, I've gotten to travel to London. I've gotten to like join Ripple, the Ripple Ambassador Program. Now I'm a Midnight Fellow, you know, so I've gotten to work with some of these companies, and that, which is pretty cool, right?
For sure.
Just being just a little coder from West Texas it's pretty cool to say I've already dabbled with that. And I'm still going, dude. You know, and this is like just
the beginning, really.
Yeah, just the beginning, really. So I'm excited, and it was been worth it in that aspect, 100%. Education wise, I didn't really learn anything.
No. This kind of stuff you already knew?
It's a bunch of stuff I knew. Not until this semester, really, that I started learning more stuff. But honestly, AI had taken over by that time, and I had just been asking AI for everything. So,
okay.
So no disrespect to school, but at the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah. Hey, well, you got that? You got
that? Yeah, we got it. I got it out the way, and I'm still, you know,
got to get past this little peak.
Yeah, April's gonna be a tough month for me, bro. Tough month, but it's gonna be fun. You know, hackathon. I might be hosting a hackathon. I'm going to be attending an online hackathon. It's going to be finals weekend, and it's my birthday.
Wow. Oh, okay.
At the end of the month, and graduation.
Dang, right,
dude. I'm telling you that.
Damn, these next 6 weeks are going to be.
Yeah, the energy is going to be insane. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to going out tonight.
Oh,
because,
okay.
Like I need to unwind a little bit.
Yeah. Before you dial right back in, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of starts on Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday the 1st, honestly. I think it
Wednesday.
Or it's Wednesday? Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, bro, it is gonna be it's a big month. How old are you gonna turn?
35.
Dang, it's gonna be a good way to start your 35th year, bro.
Dude, for real, it's gonna be insane. I'm looking forward to it though, because I think I know what project I'm gonna do for the hackathon. And I've been excited about this one for a while. So,
did they get back to you from the one in Miami?
No, they have not.
No,
unfortunately, no. So, which you know what, it's probably for the best, just because like
you're so
gas
busy.
Gas prices are crazy.
Yeah.
Traveling, I'm a little scared to travel at the moment, just because like how
I was kind of like thinking like that because of the Iranian stuff, or
just because how like fuel, you know, and ticket. I'm sure like flights are not going to be cheap. Mm-hmm. You know, have you seen the like TSA lines?
Yeah.
Like it just seems like a lot's going on.
It's all clustered up.
And I don't want to be away from my family, like, you know. So like, if we can't do that, I'll just rather be home, you know. But
now you got a lot of stuff coming up, anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy. It's gonna be fun. Shit, dude. So what else were we missing?
Oh, the Clarity Act.
Clarity Act, yes. Fucking Brian Armstrong. Can you believe it, dude? Like, for once, you got the full bipartisanship of Congress.
Oh, okay. Rare.
You got the president willing to sign.
Okay.
You got every other major crypto company backing it,
Okay.
right? But you're the dickhead that stops it all.
Man.
You know, and then it's like, I want yield. I really do think yield should be on stable coins. I think if they can offer it, why don't they? You know,
with the Clarity Act, will it be?
That's what the issue is. That's
Oh,
what
really?
they're fighting over. Like,
okay.
Banks don't want you to have yield. Brian Armstrong wants you to have yield,
but on Coinbase.
And I want to say every other crypto company is okay with not having yield, which I'm not sure. I think Charles Hoskin just recently dropped a video, which I need to go watch. He's the founder of Cardano.
Oh, okay. Talking about this?
Yeah. So I'm going to go check that out here later. But from my consensus, from what everyone is saying, Brian Armstrong's a cuck. Sorry, I'm kidding. That's not the.
That's not what everybody's saying. That's not what everybody's saying. Don't come at us.
I know, but I did see a funny meme of you know that cuck meme where the dude's sitting in the corner, and then the girls,
I can imagine
the girl's looking at him. He's like, "Are you sure?
Oh, are you sure you want to do this?"
Yeah,
right.
And then they normally have like the other guy, and they'll put like whatever, you know. So right now they have Brian Armstrong in the corner. What was it? Oh, I wish I knew it.
Well, you could have all those people you just named, the Congress, the president, the crypto companies. All like, are you sure you want to do this? You know, like,
yeah,
like you're the one that's holding us back. And man, I have a belief, bro. When the Clarity Act does get signed, that crypto prices will come back to what they were, you know, at the end of 2025.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting to see because I think that's what's holding us back from the next leg up, and
because they've been pretty crypto prices have been pretty stagnant this year, bro. Honestly,
they've been very stagnant. But you know what? People like to say that's a bad thing, but in my opinion, that's a badass store value.
Store value, yeah.
Like imagine, like okay, XRP has been around 140 for a good minute now.
The last 4 months, maybe.
Yeah,
it's been in that range.
Yeah. So like right now, if you had been just buying weekly, you know, your funds would not really be
hurting too much
for sure. And then if it does pass and go up, you'll be sitting pretty.
Right.
But
it depends on the investor
and also on the token. You know,
yeah.
Some tokens price fluctuate a little too much.
You know, I saw. Remember what's that? I don't know if he's that South Korean Christian guy that he was releasing the coin. Remember who?
Oh yeah,
he did that. I think it's barely gonna drop publicly or whatever. But man, it's already been a while since he did the pre-release. Honestly, it's been like a month or two ago when he did that pre-release, and it's barely gonna drop. But I thought that was pretty crazy. But I mean, but you have minted some coins, right?
Yeah.
Did you do pre-sales? Any pre-sales?
I didn't do pre-sales,
no?
Or I didn't do any of that. I just did free airdrops, and
okay.
You know, I think that's probably your best method going forward. I mean, airdrops is good and bad. It's good because that's how you could expand to the most wallets as possible. You know, Bad because everyone's just doing that just so they could sell your token and get it. You know. There's some people that will hold it, you know. Like from my airdrops before, I've had up to like 20,000 people
holding them in.
Yeah, willing to take an airdrop.
Okay.
So they'll set their trust lines and stuff like that. But then, like as soon as you drop it, they're just selling it. You know.
Oh, okay.
So like I've went.
It's like free money almost, right?
Yeah, it's free money, especially if your token has high value.
Right.
And if it doesn't, then some people will get upset and like, it's not even worth anything. It's like, bro, it's free. Right. But people just want stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people out there that'll create a ton of bots to help claim that free airdrop. So then
that's crazy.
So they end up having a shit ton.
Dang, yeah.
So there's
people are smart, huh?
Yeah, they're just little
assholes.
It's just greed, really. Let's be real, right?
And that's interesting, bro. That's crazy.
And I have a couple experiments. Like I got one token in my wallet that I've never touched, never plan on touching because I claimed it on the airdrop. And it's an experiment. And I want to see like this was for free. If I never touch it in like so many years, what's going to be the value,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
So that's just the type of stuff I like to do. You know, it's like It doesn't hurt. I'm not winning or gaining anything, so I think it's fun, you know. And if you're a guy who collects airdrops just to sell them, you're a dick. No, I'm kidding. To each their own.
Man, yeah. I remember the stories you told me about some of the people on there, and man, some people do make some money on it doing stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, dude, they really do. But they can also hurt the project if you do some stuff
right.
like that.
They could hurt the creator's project.
Yeah,
right.
Because some people will just assume that you're
pump and dump.
Or
remember what's that girl's name? What's her name? It was that country girl that went famous for
Haktua girl.
The Haktua girl, and bro, she was. I think she came out and talked about how the FBI even came up to her and questioned her on all that, and I thought that was pretty crazy, bro. Like, is it illegal to pump and dump?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
It's illegal for sure. It's hella illegal.
Oh, really? Damn. So I guess that's why, and especially when you have a mass following.
Oh yeah, dude. No? It's just it's shitty, you know.
And she kept claiming like she don't know nothing. She probably doesn't know nothing about it.
Oh, I doubt she. Yeah, she does not know nothing, dude. Because like, I've witnessed projects that don't have any followings on how people do it. And the way certain people do it is like, if you have money, you could affect the chart in such a way that people will like, I don't know, they'll just start panic buying, you know?
Oh, okay.
And you don't even need like a lot of money to make charts do crazy stuff like that. You just need like, probably like 50 grand at the most. But like, what's that to a millionaire?
Right.
Right, you're multi-millionaire,
nothing.
That's nothing, dude. That's like a fucking drop in the bucket. So they could just go in there, put like 1,000, you know, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's it's pumping." Everyone throws in their money.
Oh, okay.
It pumps up high, and then he throws in a little bit more, 10,000 now, and it's like, "Oh, it's going to the moon."
Dang.
Everyone's throwing their life savings at it. And he just boom pulls out the rug because he was the first to buy.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you're one of the first people to put that much liquidity into it. Like you can see the chart pump up like very quickly, very fast, you know. So it's not impossible for someone else that was close to her with funds.
That was part of her team, right? That
could be part of her team for sure. And there's even bots out there. They're called sniper bots.
Oh, okay.
And that's what they do is like as soon as the tokens drop, they'll just pick up that large quantity.
Oh, okay.
So like
they're just looking.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's just scanning 20.
Wow.
Like,
you know how we monitor like they're just monitoring.
Yeah, and they're way more quicker than us, you know.
Dang.
So like, and that's how people scalp and get like, when a product just drops and it's sold out in like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Because they have bots that are just constantly refreshing it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like they'll refresh the page like 60 times a second or something like that. So it's like you don't even have
a shot.
Not at all, you know.
That's pretty crazy. So no wonder, right, why the FBI investigated her and did all that, and she looked like she was pretty nervous about it. I mean, I would be too if I was investigated by the FBI. It makes me laugh because of Cash Patel today. It was released on X.
No, not Spider Cash.
That's
what it's called.
They came at him strong, bro.
You know what, bro? Spider Cash. I'm talking to you directly, bro. As the head of the FBI, why would you make your account on X, bro? That's crazy, dog. I would never.
I think it said he had been a member since 2020.
Yeah, no, did you see the date? It was January 6th.
No way, bro.
It has to be.
You think it's real then? That's pretty crazy, bro.
It has to be a beat, bro.
Right? That's crazy, right? I do remember seeing that now, and that's crazy, bro. I just thought about that. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so it
January
has to be
6th was a busy day.
Everyone was busy,
right?
Literally, Spider Cash was.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
Crazy, bro. But
how do you think they could have done that? Do you think it could have been Iranian hackers?
I haven't looked into the story, but honestly, just from that details, it has to be a meme, bro. This can't be real.
That's crazy, bro.
And creating a whole ass X account, that's even.
Man, you're devoted gooner.
Devoted gooner.
Shout out to all the gooners out there.
Shout out to the goon squads.
The goon community. And you're severe. You're not severe, but you're a big fan if you got an account on X. And not the X that we're going live on.
For real, dude. Oh my gosh. Some people be crazy sometimes. Oh crap, it's already 6:49. We gotta prep for the other show.
Okay.
Shit.
No, it was a good show today, bro. Episode number 4. You know, it was a good time, and you know, we'll see everybody next week.
Oh, for sure, dude. You don't want to leave off with anything? Any new?
Man, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on X, PhlatToppp. We'll put the links in the descriptions below, and you know, man, spread the word. You know, give us a listen, and we appreciate all you guys. And man, yeah, I appreciate all you guys, and I'm grateful and I'm humble. And let's have a great show on X, bro. Join us live on X next here at 7.
Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate everyone coming through again. To all our small following who listen to our episodes, thank you all very much.
Let's go.
Follow me on Mr. Paranormal 39 on all channels and social sites. And that's about it, dude. Until then, until next time.
Catch y'all later.